is on Kyle Pitts. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Falcons and the Panthers on Monday Night Prime Time.
It is time for football. To another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, nice and dry up here in the booth. But Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the number one decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are they screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
He's got room to run right at the start. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Here's 1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's 2nd and 6. No motion over Flowers. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. Here's Penix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards for number 11, and a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. Robinson, a 1st down and more. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
draw run here with Algier. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. They'll run here with Algier. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. That is caught. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. On the draw, it's Brooks.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man complete to Johnson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And movement up. Tonight to check in with our referee.
Still second down.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on second down, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the 1st down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Algier. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Penix. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. He's going to have the 1st down. And that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On play action, Penix. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Robinson. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw up, and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. To throw is Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They'll take this in back at the 16. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. We'll go play action now with Penix. He runs with it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
1st and 10. On the zone read, a give to Algier. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, here's Penix. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
This throw right is taken in by Falcons. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll go right back to Flowers. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Falcons. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Young to throw on 1st and 10. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
A 2nd down throw for Young. This one on target for Johnson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll send their tight end left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That's caught. It's oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Give him 14 on that one. It's a Carolina 1st down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Young. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And that one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board just before halftime. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Penix is too good.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll bring it out to the 22. That's where the offense will take the field. The Panthers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That is called in at the 5. And he'll be taken down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. they're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he's got it at the 1. And he's down at the 23. Offense will take over. The Panthers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw. Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Jalen Hurts leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 31-21, the final score. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. James Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. It was a former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, who was tough to stop in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
There's a short one caught by Sanders. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. You have a tight end motioning left here. On second down, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 5. The motion man is Johnson. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's 2nd and 6. The motion man is Sanders. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, Young. That's complete there to James. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is in the midst of a sensational season. 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the outside. Catch made by London.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Penix on 3rd down. The ball comes out. The Panthers have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On play action, Young. That one brought in by James. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
3rd and long. They send a receiver in motion left. To throw is Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Flowers now to return it.
Let's play.
Here brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down. That one intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but wait. It's here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. 1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brooks. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And now it's 4th and goal. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Panthers are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds, just past the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still first down.
They'll throw. It's Penix. Quickly out wide. He'll get it to London.
Well, they had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, here is Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Open man, right side. He's got it. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Algier. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They put Strange in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Ball start.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Penix. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
London brought in motion. On play action, Penix. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Panthers have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting?
You're trying too hard right now.
Does a better job taking it away.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they
SMH, that's on me.
this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. On 1st down is Young. His throw left side is complete. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try and run it with Brooks. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Young. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Penix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Algier. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They face 2nd down and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. On the ground, it's Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll work the middle here with Algier. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. They'll motion over Flowers. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. And here's Bijan. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
That one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Falcons will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Young to throw on 1st down. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here we go on the return from the 1. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here we go. One final play. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.